to Kriya Yoga Blend. Today, we're going to focus on a Kundalini Kriya that is for connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit. So pretty much the whole set today is going to be a Kriya with that intention. And I want to show some different variations that you can do for this Kriya because there's many pieces of it. So as always, a lot of it is going to be sitting in a seated position. So if this does not work for you, please grab your meditation cushion, grab a pillow, whatever to prop yourself up. Also, at some point, we'll be in rock pose. Rock pose is sitting on the heels. And if that doesn't work for you, you can go back to seated position or anything else. You could even do it in the chair. We're going to have the arms overhead a lot in our Keshipana hand mudra, which is an interlacing the fingers. The pointer fingers go up. So our arms are going to be overhead a lot. If at any time this feels like too tweaking your shoulders, you can always just bring it back to the heart. So that's a variation. And we're going to be doing, I don't even know what this is called in Kundalini Yoga, but it's very similar to a Pilates move. It's very similar to a teaser prep. So you're going to lie down and then you're going to come up and you're going to hold here and find breath of fire. So breath of fire with this pose. I want to give some variations for it. So 1, you can always put your feet on the floor and just sit up really tall and try to widen through the collarbones. 2 is to come back to this tabletop. 3, if you're feeling really ambitious, is like straighten the legs and even like lower it down. So it could look more like this if you're wanting even more challenge. And we're going to be doing frogs. Frogs are very, very common in Kundalini practice. And basically you're in a squat and then you lift the hips and then you sink the hips back down. Now, a couple different choices. You can have the legs slightly externally rotated, so that means heels in, toes out, or you can go more of a neutral rotation where heels and toes are more lined up. So that's more of a neutral rotation. Also, if you want to try it, the actual Kundalini form is to be up on the balls of the feet and have the heels together. And then keep the heels lifted, take the hips high, and come back down. Now, for me and my body, this doesn't jive. It kind of grinds on a nerve for me. So I usually don't do this, but go ahead and try it and see if it does work for you. That's your frog. So lots of different variations with the frog. You can have the heels together. You can have the feet wide. You could go neutral instead of externally rotated. So feel free to make the kriyas your own, as always, to your practice. Okay, and I think that's all for, I'm already winded. I didn't even do anything. I think that's all for our variations. We'll go ahead and start. And in this class, we do some chanting. Because of the Zoom settings, I will probably cut out, but that's okay. Just keep chanting. A couple of things. We'll do our Keshipana hand mudra, which we've done before, interlacing the fingers, pointer fingers go up. That's one mudra. Another one is our Gyan mudra, connecting the thumb and the first finger, resting on the thighs. We'll use the bandhas, we'll use breath of fire. And I think that's about it. And our chant to start our practice is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And that is inviting or invoking the inner wisdom, the inner teacher that lives within you. And when we chant that, we also connect to the lineage of all the people who have practiced this before us as well. So let's begin by rubbing the palms together. Build some heat, some friction. And as you rub, just keep in mind or bring into your space that today's kriyas are all about connecting, integrating the mind, the body, and the spirit. So after you've got a good amount of heat built in the hands, you're going to bring the hands over the temples on the sides of the head. So mind. And then bring the hands over the heart, the body. And then the hands open on tops of the thighs. Spirit. Can connect the thumb and the pointer finger for our Gyan hand mudra. And we'll begin chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Take a long deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Once more, breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Let's pause here and rest in this awareness. Breath in. And exhale, go ahead and open the eyes. Let's start kind of warming up the upper body before we get into our kriyas. So on your inhale, take the shoulders up, squeeze. And exhale, release, drop down. Inhale, squeeze up. Exhale, drop down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And start to roll the shoulders. You can roll either direction, front to back, together or individually. And then shift your direction, rolling forward. And last breath in. And breath out. Let's uncross the legs, send them long. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt forward. Soften the knees here as much as you need to. Let the forehead gravitate towards the kneecaps. Walk back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt forward. And just keep flowing with your own breath. Kind of just warming up the posterior chain here. Let's do one more. And we'll hold it here just a little bit longer. Breath in. Exhale, come back. Let's cross the legs. We're going to move into just the first little bit of this kriya. You're going to take the thumbs and you're actually going to massage anywhere from the ear mound, which is kind of that spot that's right in front of the ear, all the way up to the temple. So you're going to take your thumbs and just start rubbing your own temples, kind of the front of the ear flap. It's called the ear mound. As you rub, you can just bring to mind our collective intention. The physical intention of this Kriya is the connection, the integration of our mind, our body, and our spirit. And maybe what does that mean for you, and what does it look like in your day-to-day life when you feel really integrated within yourself, really connected? Let's do just a little bit more here. Think about this as loosening the structures of the mind. And last breath in. And gently release, let that go. Bring the hands out to the tops of the thighs. Take a moment here just to pause in awareness. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes. Let's find Kashipana hand mudra. Interlace the fingers. Let the pointer fingers go up. And then we're going to take the arms overhead. So with this part of the Kriya, we're going to be doing a little bit of a circular motion. It's not going to be really big. You're circling around the base of the spine. And when you do so, you're striving to reach up tall, like you're stretching the spine, creating length. You can close the eyes, bring your focal point to the center of the forehead. That's your sixth chakra. That's your inner wisdom and intuition. Intuition, that kind of sounds like a good word too, though. So start circling. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. And as you circle, instead of thinking like, oh, my arms are circling, think of like your core is doing the work of the circling around the base of the spine. These are spirals, lengthening. So as you spiral, think about growing tall, growing tall. Breath is even, or you could also connect with Ujjayi breath, which is in through the nose, out through the nose, and then there's that constriction in the back of the throat where the breath becomes audible. Keep circling and lifting. Focal point is at the center of the brow. You can even connect the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, right behind the teeth. One more minute right here. Last little bit. Think about length, growing tall, reaching up, reaching up. And then pause and hold. Take a long deep breath in. Hold the breath, pull up on the bandhas, engage the pelvic floor, the abdominals, and draw the chin in towards the throat. Hold that engagement, lift, lift, lift. And exhale, release, bring your hands to the tops of the thighs. And rest in awareness. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes. You're going to uncross the legs, send them long. We're going to have the same hand mudra and arm position. Kashipana hand mudra. Arms are going to go overhead. Breath in. Exhale, melt forward. Inhale, come back. Hands rise. Exhale, melt forward. Keep moving with your own breath. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, contract and fold. So after you've got the movement, you can kind of refine the little pieces. Try to keep the shoulders soft so the shoulders melt down, but the arms are strong, even squeezing the sides of the head if possible. Eyes can close. Focal point comes back to the third eye, and it's the center of the brow. Breath is strong and even, or Ujjayi breath. 3 minutes here. 1 more minute here. As you forward fold, keep thinking about length. Think about reaching. Let's do one more round. Breath in, breath out. And then sit up really tall. Hold it here. Long, deep breath in. Reach the hands high, sit up tall. Pull up on the bandhas, pelvic floor, abdominals. Chin pulls towards the throat. Lift, 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 lift. Hands a little higher. Hold. Squeeze your thighs, flex your feet. And exhale, release the hands. Go ahead, cross the ankles, bring the palms down to the thighs and rest in awareness. Breath in. Exhale, open the eyes. We're going to come on to the back side. I'm going to do that lift with breath of fire. So we'll start on the back, palms down, breath in through the nose. Exhale, lift up, and you choose your variation. Choose your variation. Hug the inner thighs, and then find breath of fire. I'll be here for 1 minute. Remember, our breath of fire is that strong pumping of the navel. Strong pumping, keep the legs together, lift the heart space. About halfway there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to cross the ankles, take the arms high, reach up, and then melt down, and rest in the awareness here. Breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back. We're going to do that again. So uncross the legs, can melt down with control, articulating the spine. At the bottom, palms facing towards the floor, breath in. Exhale, lift up. Find your variation, breath of fire. going, halfway there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles. Reach the hands high. Exhale to melt forward. Pause here. Breath in. Exhale, come back. Uncross the legs. Melt on towards the mat. We're going to do once more. Rolling down. Hands, palms facing down. Breath in. Exhale, come up. Breath of fire. Halfway there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the ankles. Take the hands high, reach up. Exhale, melt forward. Pause here. Breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back. Uncross the legs, sweep them off to the side. We're going to work into those frogs. So in your frogs, come down into really malasana or squat pose. And then you can have the heels together, touching. You can have the feet wide. You can have more of a neutral rotation. Doesn't matter, up to you. You're going to inhale on the bottom. So you're going to inhale, open the chest. Exhale, take the hips high, drop the head. Inhale, sit down, lift and open. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep moving at your own pace. Now, if you wanted to, you can make this really strong, like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So your practice. You can decide what you want from it today. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. After you got the movement, you can close your eyes if you wish. Bring your focal point to the third eye, center of the brow. Also kind of use this really as a meditative flow. One more minute. Go ahead, take just a couple more. Last one. And then we're going to rest in Malasana. We're going to rest in the squat. So you can widen the feet. If you're not already there, bring the hands to the heart. Prayer. Press the inner thighs open. Widen the collarbones. Close the eyes. Bring your focal point back to the brow. And think about lifting up. Pull up on the bandhas, pelvic floor, abdominals, chin towards the throat. So there's length in the spine. Just hold and breathe. Last breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Come down into a seated position. Next part of this Kriya is to do some shaking. And this is because when we're wanting to connect and integrate, sometimes we need to shake off or shake through maybe old patterns. So you're just going to take the hands and shake. And you can shake above the head, below the head, wherever. Just vigorously shake so that the upper body starts to shake as well. You can close the eyes. Bring your attention back to the third eye. So this is something that your fascial system really likes as well. Your fascial system is the connective tissue, this webbing that is all throughout the body. And we can kind of get stuck in our fascial system. And so this is actually really good for it because chaos like kind of shakes it up and it's like, whoa, what's happening? And it readjusts and moves. And so shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. You can also think about this as, ever see animals in the wild and maybe they like get in a confrontation with another animal or they're scared, you'll see that afterwards they shake, like they shake it off because they've also just gone into their fight or flight mode. And to like dispel that energy, they shake. And so you can kind of think of this as kind of getting rid of any excess stress energy that we might be holding in the body. A little bit more. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands down, palms facing on the thighs. Rest in this awareness. Take a breath in. And exhale, open the eyes. All right, one more. As part of our Kriya here is you can do this in seated or rock pose, and it's going to be very similar to the forward fold. Find Keshipana hand mudra. Arms are going to go up, and then you're going to slowly bow forward, maybe even connecting the forehead all the way to the floor, and then you're coming back up. And when you do so, I want you to think about really inviting in your abdominal muscles to be a big part of that. So I'm going to sit in rock pose. You could do that or not, or you can be in easy seated. Breath in, exhale, melting forward. See if you can connect your forehead to the mat or a block. And then inhale, come back up. And we're just going to flow with this movement. So call on the abdominal muscles before you lift up and when you lower down. And if you're feeling the arms, you need something a little bit less, you can always bring the hands to the heart. After you've got your movement down, close the eyes, connect with the third eye. Bring the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, right behind the front teeth. 30 seconds to go. And on your last one, hold at the top. So take one more. Hold at the top. Think about length, reaching up, softening the shoulders. Though, pull up on the pelvic floor, the abdominals. Find chin lock. Breath is engaged and holding. Squeeze and lift, 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 lift. And on your exhale, release. We're going to transition right into child's pose. And you could go passive or active. I'm going to go passive because I'm already set up for it. Passive or active child's pose. Breath in. Exhale. Shift into a downward facing dog. So you're going to walk hands out. If you're in passive, tuck the toes, reach the hips high. One downward dog for the day. And maybe make this more of a pausing downward dog with no movement. Breath in and breath out. Breath in. And exhale, come down to the knees. We're going to flip the feet all the way around. Lie on the back. Let's invite a little twist for practice before we go into Shavasana. So lift the hips, shift them over to the left side, set them down, hug the knees, and now twist to the right. Extend the arms, cactus them, or take any twist variation that you like. Breath in. Exhale, slowly come back. Reset the hips. And then lift up, shift to the right, sit down, hug the knees, and twist to the left. Breath in. Exhale, come back. You can find a happy baby or anything else that might kind of round out your practice today. Breath in. Exhale, come into Shavasana. Allow yourself to fully rest here. Feel the integration of our Kriyas, connecting our mind, body, and spirit. Conscious breath in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Breath in. Exhale, let it go. Once more, inhale. Exhale, release. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take the knees in towards the chest. Roll on either side. Let's pause here. In. Exhale, come up to seated. We're going to end the way we began. We're going to rub the palms. And then take the hands over the temples. Heart. And then palms open, tops of the thighs. Pausing here to notice the mind, the body, and the spirit. Breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. We'll end and seal our practice with a chanting of Sat Nam. Sat Nam means I am truth, truth is my identity. And the Sat is very long and the Nam is very short. Long, deep breath in through the nose. Sat. Nam. Again, breath in. Nam. Once more, inhale. Nam. At the end of our practice, we invite or invoke this offering to the world. May all sentient creatures have health and happiness. May all sentient creatures have love and compassion. And may all sentient creatures be free from pain and suffering. Bow forward in gratitude. All right, that is our practice today, connecting our mind, body, spirit